Oh, why hello, it's me, MrSasaki, and today is fourth finger super review for Viola. All right, congratulations on making it through Perpetual Motion, right? We sort of sliced that book one in half, and we finished off our D major pieces, okay, that we've learned up till now before we move on to bigger and more difficult things, right? But before we move on, and before we say goodbye to D major, I do like to have my students do what I call the fourth finger super review. It's kind of fun. It's a challenge. Yeah, so what it is. Basically, we do a Playdown, which means we go from Twinkle Twinkle, and we play all the way through to Perpetual Motion with some additional fourth fingers added. And remember, we add fourth fingers, or we use fourth finger for one of two reasons, right? Reason number one, it's practical. It's efficient. It makes more sense. That's how a professional would choose to finger the part, okay? Two, it's more musical. And this is more, subjective, but it's more musical in the sense of it's the right tone quality for the melody and where we are, okay? So it could be one, two, or both of those, I should say. One or two or both of those reasons why I'm adding fourth finger where I'm adding it. All right, the next thing to talk about is this. If you do not have this, I don't know how you survived till now, but you got to get this. Suzuki Viola Book 1. And it's called the Suzuki Viola School Volume 1 Viola Part. All right, that's the long name. I just call it Suzuki Viola Book 1, okay? This edition might not be the most current. It's 2009. Who knows? They keep putting out new editions, so maybe there's a newer one. But you need to have this anyway. It doesn't change that drastically between editions, so you do need this. Because up till now, I've been singing, right? And trying to connect the ears to the fingers and all of that kind of stuff. Well, coming up, I'm going to lay off of the singing a little bit. I'll sing here and there, but it's more going to be about you got to read the notes. I mean, if you want to be a functioning musician and whatnot, you got to read notes. You got to read music, okay? So I want to switch you over to really reading and understanding the notes, okay? Now, so we got to get to this stuff, right? So here we go. So get your book out. If you don't have the book, obviously you can replay this. Get the book though, okay? Starting with Twinkle. Are you ready? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through each song and then tell you where the fourth fingers are, okay? Because oddly enough, the Suzuki Viola book, at least that I have, does not have any fourth fingers really written in before, I think, Lightly Row. Before long ago. So it's very strange, but I will play along and tell you where they are. So here we are, Twinkle theme. Starting normal. Here we go, second line, 4/4. Again, 4/4. And then the last line is going to be the same as before. Okay, got that? So, second line, 4/4 in measure 5, measure 7, 4/4. All right, and this is all going to be D4s, okay? All right, here we go. Song number 2, French folk song. Here we go. So you're going to start normally. All right, measure 4. Instead of opening, fourth finger. Okay? Here we are, measure 13 instead of A4. Alright, so this song only has 2 additional 4s. Measure 4, okay, fourth finger on D, and measure 18, fourth finger to start off the measure. Alright, moving on, number 3, Lightly Row. Starting with fourth finger. Actually, I'll cut to the chase. Lightly Row, no open A's. All open A's become D4. Here we go. All 4s. So no open A's in lightly row. All right, song number 4, Song of the Wind. Here we go. The 4s are going to be in the giant staircase in the second half. So we're going to play the beginning as normal. Here we are, D4. Four. Circle. 4. Okay, so that's Song of the Wind. We have the addition of 3 4s. Okay, measure 7, starting with 4. Measure 10, ending with 4. Measure 11, starting with 4. Okay, moving on. Song number 5, Go Tell Aunt Rhody. Okay, we're going to start normally. And then we basically only have 4th fingers in lines 1 and 3. Okay, so A and A section. So here we are. Here's 4 4. Second line's unchanged. I'll play it. And then this is the same thing as the first A. 4. Okay, so again, Go Tell Aunt Rhody, measure 3, starting with 4 4. Okay, and then the mirror image on the end, measure 11 4 4 3 2 2. Okay, those are your changes. All right. Oh Come Little Children, song number 6. Okay, this one is full of 4th fingers. I'm trying to check. I think there's very few open A's in this one. Okay, so basically our beginning 2 lines, there are no open A's. Okay, so no open A's in the first 2 lines. Okay, so any open A's that you see are all 4s. Okay, so here we go. Starting with 4th finger, up bow. Here's our only open A's on the last string, last line. Right? So the only addition of those 4s are going to just be at the first 2 lines, lines 3 and 4, as is. Okay? All right. May song, number 7. All right, so this one is the ABA format. We've got some 4th fingers in both sections. So here we are. Okay, 8th note 4. Second line, 4 4. And then 4 2 1. 4 4 3 3 2 4 2 1. Last line is the same as the first line. 3 4 2 D. Okay, so again, a quick review of this one. Measure 3. Okay, and it's mirror image in measure 11. 3 4 2 D. Okay, and then in line 2, measure 5 4 4. Measure as well as measure 7 4 4. Okay, measure 6 2 4 2 1. Measure 8 2 4 2 1. Okay, because they have repeats there within themselves. So here we go. Song number 8. All right, so song number 8, long ago. Okay, starting as normal. Measure 3 is our first 4. Here we go. 4. let's do 4 here in measure 9. Measure 11, 4. Last line. 4. Alright, so this one is one of our first ones that actually has 4th fingers written in already, and I did some additions. So, just to review that, measure 3 starts with 4. Measure 7 starts with 4. Measure 9 starts with 4. Measure 11 starts with 4. And measure 15 starts with 4. Okay? Moving on, Allegro, song number 9. I'm going to cut to the chase. I won't even play it. 3rd line, measure 9, 10, 11, 12. Measure 12 starts with 4th finger on D. That's the only additional 4. Everything else is as is. Okay, so again, measure 3rd line, last measure, or measure 12 starts with 4. That's it. Okay, everything else is going to be the same as before. Open A's are fine everywhere else. Okay, here we go. Song number 10, Perpetual Motion. Okay, this one we have 4th fingers written in. The only additional 4th fingers that I would like you to put in is going to be in measure 2, the last 2 notes of measure 2, 4, 4 instead of AA. Okay, and then it's copy in measure 14. Ends with 4, 4. Okay, so all other 4s that we learned with the song apply. Okay, this one I'll play through just to kind of cap it off. Here we are. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay, so again, it's whatever should be printed, and if it isn't printed, measure 2, last 2 notes, 4th finger, measure 14, last 2 notes, 4th finger. Alright, so there it is, our tutorial walkthrough. I know it's long, but you got to get those in there. Make sure you, if you don't have them, put them into your part and practice it. And the next time I will see you all ready for the playthrough. Playdown. It's going to be playthrough from Twinkle. I don't know if I won't do all the variations. All right, we'll just do the Twinkle theme, but we will do doubles for Perpetual Motion just as the big ending. Okay, so I'll see you in the playthrough.